Seems to happen every election cycle. After more than a month of legal wrangling, the latest push to expand abortion access in Arkansas is done for this year. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Faith Woodard. Earlier today, the Arkansas Supreme Court ruled that the proposed amendment will not be allowed on the November ballot. It's a legal battle we've been following closely after Secretary of State John Thurston tossed out the measure in early July.
And KTHV 11's Rebecca Brown spoke to a legal expert today, trying to get some insight into this decision. What did they have to say, Rebecca?
Good evening, Rolly and Faith. According to a law professor I spoke to today, it's that technicality involving a lack of paperwork for paid canvassers and how they were trained that led to justices to rule in favor of Secretary of State John Thurston.
While we couldn't have anticipated which technicality might create issues, we had to make a safe assumption that some technicality would cause some problem for some of these proposed ballot measures.
For months, Arkansans have been waiting and wondering what issues will be asked to weigh in on this November. A 4-3 ruling from the Arkansas Supreme Court made that list a little shorter. Justices decided that a proposed amendment to expand abortion rights will not be allowed on the ballot. It's a blow to Arkansans for Limited Government, the group behind the measure.
One of the disputed issues in the case is, did a member of Arkansans for Limited Government have to sign the certification, or could the canvassing firm act as an agent for Arkansans for Limited Government and have one of their officers sign? The court did not resolve that issue. The court said we don't need to resolve the issue. The proper certification wasn't submitted at all. We don't arrive at that who signs issue.
The group released a statement on Thursday following the ruling. Organizers say while they're upset with the results, they're thankful for their volunteers and leaders who work to educate voters. Arkansas Secretary of State John Thurston, who originally tossed out the measure on that technicality, also released a statement saying, in part, during the electoral process, my staff maintained the highest professional standards and did not allow partisan politics or misinformation to deter them from their duty to comply with the law. And that's what law professor Joshua Silverstein says it came down to all along.
And what the state Supreme Court ruled is that Arkansans for Limited Government failed to comply with one of those rules. And since the rule is mandatory, failure to comply means they're not going to be on the ballot.
But Silverstein says this isn't the end of the push to expand abortion access in Arkansas.
And we can be darn sure of two things. One, they will make sure to file the certification in the way the Arkansas Supreme Court ruled, and there will still be litigation because someone else will fight on some other technicality. That's just how this process works.
Attorney General Tim Griffin, who approved the wording and title of the ballot measure, applauded today's ruling, calling it, quote, a win for the rule of law. You can read his full statements as well as the Secretary of State's and AFLG right now on KTHV11.com.